The Solomon Islands are a large and far-flung island chain arching over 2,000 miles of South Pacific Ocean. At the most southeastern tip of Solomon Islands are the Santa Cruz, Reef, and Duff Islands, which make up the northern part of Tamako province. Here we find the island of Tamako, home to about 450 Solomon Islanders of Polynesian descent. These people are the heirs of Lata, the first person to make and sail a voyaging canoe. Ocean living is the fabric of life in Tamako. Canoes are the main form of transportation, whether in the lagoon or for travel between the islands. Tamako has been home to Polynesians for thousands of years, and the islanders of Tamako are known through history for their superior skills at building voyaging canoes. These canoes are constructed with only natural materials and are able to sail long distances and carry heavy loads. To this day, there are still old people from Tamako who are experienced at building and navigating these canoes using only traditional methods. In 1996, the people of Tamako began to ensure that their traditional voyaging knowledge would be passed on by starting a project to build and sail new voyaging canoes. The whole community constructed their first tepuke to be built in over 40 years. These tepuke were launched on September 12, 1997, to the great joy of all. After waiting for the right time of the year and the right winds, on August 9, 1998, tepuke Vaka Taumako was ready for his first voyage. A 100 nautical mile voyage from Tamako to the traditional trading partner, the Reef Islands, final destination, Nifiloli. On the morning of the voyage, Vaka Taumako is dragged down to the lagoon where it will sit while final preparations are made. First, the tepuke is made secure. Paramount Chief of the Duff Islands and Master Navigator, Koroso Kavea, carefully checks Vaka Taumako. Kavea is dedicated to the revival of traditional navigation. He will navigate Vaka Taumako's first voyage while also training his crew. Final preparations for the voyage take place in an orderly manner. Coconut husks are banged into caulking to make the hull cover watertight. This is an important task as the hull runs mostly underwater. An even more technical task is preparing the sail rigging. The spars that hold the sails up are made from woods grown to shape and chosen for their size and flexibility. Each spar is made from 2 pieces of wood whose ends are carefully shaved until they join together properly. The 2 pieces are then secured together with sennit cordage. The sail, which is made out of woven pandanus, is then tied to the spars. Getting the right fit and tension takes time as the sail is tied and retied until it is just right. The sail is then attached to the mast and hoisted up onto Vaka Taumako with strong cords made out of bark. After Vaka Taumako is ready to sail, it is taken across the lagoon to Tahua, the artificial island, where it is loaded with cargo, spare cordage, and sail materials. The final preparations are watched closely by family and friends. The children especially enjoy the excitement of this moment before departure. Vaka Taumako begins its voyage by sailing through the lagoon and over the reef into the open ocean. The final wave goodbye, and the crew of 7 are on their way. With Tamako Island still large behind them, the crew begins the ongoing tasks of adjustments and repairs which they will attend to throughout the voyage. Vaka Taumako departs the lagoon at 4:30 in the afternoon. After almost 2 hours of sailing, the evening sun begins to set as the tepuke puts more and more distance between itself and its namesake. The sun has set and darkness begins. Vaka Taumako has a long night of sailing ahead. After meeting strong winds and currents throughout the night, Vaka Taumako needs new lashings added to the original lashings which are now worn from the voyage. To do this job means getting into the water out in the open ocean. At 9:30 in the morning, land is sighted. The reef islands are now in view. A port of dolphins greet Vaka Taumako and escort it along its way. Reef Islanders stand at lookouts and greet the tepuke as it goes by, and a flotilla of children escort Vaka Taumako on his first journey through the reefs. After spending the afternoon and night moored at the edge of the lagoon, the tide is ready for Vaka Taumako to start the ceremonial final leg of its journey to Nifiloli. As Chief Kavea instructs his crew, The journey which has given life to his vision is drawing ever closer to completion. The conch shell blows to announce that Vaka Taumako is arriving. Now in calm water, the tepuke has weathered its first journey across open ocean and rough seas. Chief Kavea shares this satisfying moment with his wife Cecilia. The people of the reefs wait expectantly on the beach. They answer Vaka Taumako with their own conch, announcing to the voyagers that the new canoe is welcome and the community of Niviloli is ready to receive it. The traditional red feather money is delivered to Chief Kavea in recognition of the delivery of the tepuke. The traditional relationship between the two islands is now reopened. It is time to celebrate. A welcome song is sung for the guests. A feast has been prepared and everyone gets to share in the food and good feelings. The chief explains that the aim of the voyage is to show everyone authentic Polynesian ways. This is a moment not just for Chief Kavea, his crew, the islands of Tamako and Niviloli. It is a moment of hope for all of Tuamotu province. All are linked together in triumph by the return of tepuke. Everyone gathers around and inspects Vaka Taumako. The young people are fascinated. They too can now dream of traveling, of navigating on a tepuke. Groups take turns going out on Vaka Taumako and learning to sail it. This is the beginning of a process which can bring back great voyaging and construction knowledge, as well as traditional interdependence and community sustainability. During the next 4 years, the Vaka Taumako project will reach out to other island peoples within Tuamotu and beyond. As more voyaging canoes are built and sailed, more crews are trained, and the heirs of latter begin to re-establish the voyaging way of life throughout Polynesia.